Hello and welcome everybody. What is going on? So we have the golden boy. It is official. It's as official as it could possibly get. It is Renato Sanches. It is Renato Sanches. He is the golden boy, and he's been the very first Portuguese player to ever be the golden boy. And looking at like the past list, which I will go through in a minute or so, but personally, I think that's totally deserved. I think it would have been either, for me, it would have either been Sanchez or Coleman. I think Coleman would have been another great shout just because he's had a very good season for us, and obviously the Euros as well. He's been very good. But Sanchez for me, I think, was always going to be the more logical choice, just because he basically, he basically got promoted this season, had such an amazing season with Benfica, then had such an amazing season with Portugal so far. Unfortunately, got injured right when he joined Bayern, right at the beginning, and now he's trying to get, now he's trying to get into the team. So for me, it was either going to be Coleman or Sanchez from those were, in my opinion, the two most logical choices. Obviously, a lot of people would have said, oh, it should have been Rashford, it should have been this, it should have been that. For me, you have to prove it on not just your league, you have to prove it internationally, and most likely as well in the Champions League. So for Renato Sanches and Coleman, both of them, they proved that in the league, in the Champions League, and with the national team. So let's have a quick look at like the past winners. I've got like the full list here, and it's from Wikipedia. So hey, I'm citing Wikipedia right now. The 2003 you had Rafael van der Vaart, and you look at Van der Vaart, what is he up to these days? I don't know. He had such a great trajectory. His career, it went up and whatnot, and then now he's just nowhere. Now he's nowhere. He's doing nothing essentially. So Then in 2004 you had Wayne Rooney. Honestly, Wayne Rooney, I think he's had a very great career. You're looking at what he's achieved. Obviously now he's on a little bit of a down slope, and he's going a bit downhill right now. But overall, I do think that he's had a very good career, and you can't really you look at that and you're like, yeah, that's probably deserved, and you can see that he's improved. 2005, you had the one, the only, probably the greatest player of all time, me. No, it was Lionel Messi. It was Lionel Messi for Argentina/Barcelona. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I think 2006 he actually won the Ballon d'Or or something. It was either 2006 or 2007 when he won the Ballon d'Or, and it just shows you that, no, it wasn't 2006. I think 2006 the Ballon d'Or winner was Ronaldinho. Or it might have been Zidane. I am not 100% sure. But Messi, that was always going to be a given. He should have maybe won it every year. Just how good he was. He was like 19 when I believe he won his first Ballon d'Or, and he's just incredible. Let's be realistic here. But then 2006, he had Fabregas. I mean, that was back in his Arsenal days. Yes, but no. He hasn't really had a great career. Yes, he won a lot of titles and whatnot, but just as a player himself, he hasn't really had a great career. I wouldn't say I'd say he's had a good career, but not a great one. Then you look at Sergio Aguero, 2007. Yeah, he is essentially a top. Okay, I'm gonna say top 5 striker right now. I was gonna say top 3, but the thing is, I think Benzema is really, really underrated. I think by most people, he does the job that is required of him, and if he was going to be like the sole striker, if he was the main focus of Real Madrid, then he would definitely be a top 3 striker. Then his qualities would really shine. But Sergio Aguero, if he wasn't injured as much, I'd put him like top 3 most likely. So yeah, he's went on to have a great career, individually, good career as collecting titles, but great career individually. He's been scoring goals, he's been breaking records and whatnot. So for me, he's had a great career. Then you look at 2008, Anderson. What has he been up to? I've not heard of him for like years. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look into that, because he's been a player that I used to play with FIFA quite a lot with, and I haven't heard of him at all. 2009, Pato. See, Pato, I always liked Pato. I really did. I really liked Pato back in those days. I thought he's going to go on to become greatness, and then he just sort of fell off, and I don't know. I think he's now playing in. Who bought him? I think it was a Spanish side that bought him this season. I'm not sure who exactly it was, but I do believe it was a Spanish side that bought him this season. Anyway, then 2010, you have Mario Balotelli. His career is essentially falling off. Let's be realistic here. There was always this hope that he's going to become the next. He's going to become the next big this, the next big that. but he's never developed. That's just the thing. He's always been stagnated because he's lazy, because he's whatnot. So for me, yeah, he needs to improve. He's still quite young, so you know there's always the ability, but still. Then 2011, Mario Götze. Yeah, maybe, you know, Mario Götze, yeah. No, for that year, 2011/2012, so either Mario Götze or the next one was just Isco. Neymar should have been there because he was tearing up the Brazilian league, but I'm not even going to mention that. But Mario Götze, you know, he's had a good career, and I mean, individually, he's probably had a great career so far. But yeah, in terms of his contributions to a team, I'd say maybe a good career. Yeah, maybe good. But obviously individually, you know, looking at the World Cup, that's the main thing I'm looking at right now. Yeah, he's individually, I'd say he's probably had a great career, good/great career. Then next up you have Isco. I don't know. Isco, I don't know. He's just, for me right now, he's just there. He's like, everyone knows him, everyone respects him right now, but nobody's like, yes, yeah, let's spend 40-50 million on him. Nobody's gonna do that, you know. Right now for me, he's improved, but not to the extent where you could say, wow, he's fulfilled his talent, which I don't think he has. Anyway, next up you have Paul Pogba. I'm not even going to mention Paul Pogba because every time I do, I remember when I did my previews to the Juventus match and whatnot, and I said that Paul Pogba is a fraud. I'm going to say it again, it doesn't matter. When I said that, I think, well, I don't really think he's a useless player, don't get me wrong. I think he's a good player, but I think he's massively overrated. And everyone back then told me, oh, you don't know anything, what would you know? You don't even watch Juventus. I'm like, I do watch Juventus. I do watch Juventus quite a lot, to be fair. But yeah, I remember the hate I got, and now that everyone's saying this, I'm not saying it. I'm not gonna say it. You know, now that everyone is saying, "Oh, he's a waste of money and whatnot," I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be silent. I'm gonna throw the key away. I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah, Paul Pogba has lived up to the potential. 2000, I think probably 2000 and what season was it? 2014, I think it was. He won the one 2013, but I think 2014 and 2014 was his best season in my opinion. Either that or 2013. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but it was one of those where he had an amazing season. The next one he still had a good season. The one after that he started really bad, and then slowly got into the role more and more. And the season after that, which is obviously this season, yeah, so it was 2013. So yeah, Paul Pogba 2013, I think that was justified in my opinion. Then you had 2014, Raheem Sterling. Really? Like, really? Like, I just put that out there, really? Look, I don't know how much hype he got back then, but for me, he's always been a dribbler, not anything more than that. Now this season he's been, you know, he's been living it up. He's been doing much better. But last season, for example, he wasn't that great either. He's always there. You know, he's gonna dribble past players. You know, he's gonna, you know he has the pace and whatnot. But anything else, like, beyond that, I don't know. I don't judge him. I don't rate him. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Next up, Anthony Martial. Yeah, I think that's pretty justified. No, is it really though? Is it really though? Let's be realistic here. If after the award he played amazing. Let's be realistic. After the award, he played amazing. But before the award, to actually deserve the award, I wouldn't have given that to him. I wouldn't have given that to him because he was basically unknown. Nobody knew him. Even people that watch I occasionally watch the French League. Okay, I don't watch it like regularly, but I maybe like 1 or 2 matches a week. You know, that's for me. That's just occasionally. You know, because every other league I watch like 5-6 matches. Yeah, most of the time I spend watching football. You know, so Martial, I'd say before the award, no. After the award, yes. That's my take. And then obviously Renato Sanches. You're in 2016, ladies and gentlemen. You have the European winner, the winner of the Euros, the person that helped Benfica get their 35th league title, the person that helped Benfica go far in a Champions League, the person that is now moved to Bayern Munich, the person that is potentially our most expensive player ever. I think he actually might be. I don't know if the fee is added now because he's won the Golden Boy Award. I have to check that, but I believe it was 5 million for 5 years for each 25 appearances he makes, and then 20 million I think it was for I don't know. I think for winning the Ballon d'Or or whatever. So I don't think the Golden Boy actually plays a role. But yeah. Renato Sanches. He is your Golden Boy award, ladies and gentlemen. Does he deserve it? In my opinion, absolutely. But, and here's the but. He has to live up to the potential. He has to live up to the potential because out of the list, I'd say maybe only like 4 or 5 players truly lived up to their potential. I'm looking at Messi. I'm looking at Messi, Rooney, I'd say Aguero, and besides that, maybe if you want to, okay, I'd say those are the definite 3: Messi, Rooney, Aguero. Van der Vaart is a maybe. Yeah, Van der Vaart is a maybe. You could say that Isco and Götze, they're around there. Pogba, I'd say not yet. He has the potential. I don't doubt his potential. I just don't think he's a top 3 midfielder like everyone is claiming him to be, which is, no. That's just a big no. That's Vidal, Kroos, Toni Kroos, and Modric, in no order, because obviously you can't really judge them. But yeah, Sanches, from my opinion, he has to live up to the potential. That's the most important thing for me. Yes, he won that award now. That's great. Let's look into the future, because the past and present, that's alright. The future is much more important, in my opinion. But that's just my thoughts on the Golden Boy. Do you think Sanches deserves it? What do you guys think? On past winners, who do you think has actually lived up to their reputation? Who do you think has actually lived up to you know, where they're supposed to be, their talent and whatnot? Like I said, for me, the 3 obvious ones are Messi, Rooney, and Aguero. Besides that, I think everyone is just like, yeah, you've improved, but you're not really, you're not lit the world up on fire, in my opinion. So that's my take. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. As always, you can rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, and have a nice day. Bye.